Lose deep fat eating carrots this week. The title of this video is How to Destroy Stubborn Organ Fat Fast. Most people fundamentally misunderstand what creates a bulging belly in the first place, but fixing it requires zero starvation and zero miserable diet plans. That fat chokes your organs. This thick layer surrounds your liver and pancreas to ruin your blood sugar. Visceral fat acts like a toxic factory pouring pure inflammation into your bloodstream. Therefore, it forces your cells into refusing energy from meals. That means endless weight gain. Your doctor might warn you about diabetes or heart disease arriving very soon. People usually try to starve themselves to fix this messy metabolic disaster, but eating tiny meals actually forces your body into aggressive panic mode. Starving guarantees future fat storage. Your body thinks famine has arrived and grabs onto every single calorie tightly. A massive organ fat layer stays locked firmly in place forever. Therefore, you will simply feel tired while your waistline remains dangerously large. Normal diets destroy your energy. Cutting calories blindly just strips away water weight while leaving the organ fat. Most diet programs only focus on the simple scale number, but the scale completely ignores how much poison surrounds your actual life-saving organs. You lose muscle mass fast. Eating nothing but dry salads makes your brain scream for immediate sugar rushes. Traditional diets fail because they ignore your hormones entirely. Therefore, your hidden belly fat stays trapped deep inside your gut despite your hunger. The scale tells big lies. You might weigh less while still carrying thick slabs of dangerous internal fat. Starvation slows down your metabolism until burning heat stops happening. But you can trigger specific biological switches to melt organ fat without starving. You need a different plan. Your metabolism requires the right chemical keys to unlock that deep trapped fat. Dieting without these specific keys feels like pushing a massive boulder uphill. Therefore, you must use precise nutrient codes to flush the fat. Food contains hidden biological codes. Every bite you swallow tells your genes to either burn fat or store fat. Modern junk food actively turns on bad switches inside your cells, but natural pigments carry powerful instructions to clear out the toxic waste. You can command your genes. Certain powerful plant compounds act like tiny scissors cutting through thick, dangerous tissue. Scientists found that fighting stress directly reduces the swelling inside your gut. Therefore, your metabolism finally wakes up to start flushing heavy grease. Inflammation stops your fat loss. Unstable molecules bounce around inside your body, destroying healthy cells every single minute. Those tiny destructive molecules keep your gut inflamed forever. But consuming the right bright vegetables creates a shield that protects your entire system. Your body wants to heal. Giving your cells the exact tools they need makes weight loss feel effortless. These natural compounds literally switch off the fat storage commands. Therefore, you start shrinking your waistline even while resting comfortably on the couch. Bright colors burn gut fat. Orange and red pigments found in carrots carry magical compounds called powerful carotenoids. These bright compounds travel straight to your organs to quiet down fat-storing genes. But most people rarely eat enough colorful plants to notice. Spinach packs a massive punch. Eating sweet potatoes and bell peppers neutralizes the unstable molecules causing cellular damage. Researchers in Japan fed people these colorful vegetables for just 8 weeks. Therefore, those exact people burned off huge amounts of organ grease. You only need simple foods. Tomatoes and cabbage provide enough medicine to strip away deep, dangerous belly weight. Carotenoids force your body to build a stronger defensive wall against bad cells, but you must eat these specific bright foods every day. The colors fix broken metabolism. Your system absorbs these natural plant chemicals to cool down your fiery inflammation. Any vibrant vegetable delivers this beautiful medicine directly into your bloodstream. Therefore, filling your dinner plate with rainbow colors literally saves your life. Green tea shrinks thick waistlines. Catechins living inside green matcha drastically change how you process your heavy meals. These liquid antioxidants block the enzymes trying to pull heavy grease into your blood, but you must drink minimally processed tea to work. Catechins boost your daily heat. Drinking high-quality matcha speeds up your nervous system to melt stored energy. This incredible liquid acts like a chemical blockade preventing fat from sticking around. Therefore, your organs finally breathe free from the toxic layer. Caffeine multiplies the fat burn. The combination of caffeine and green catechins creates an aggressive internal fat fire. Another Japanese study gave people large daily doses of these tea extracts, but they only waited 12 short weeks to see huge changes. The organ fat melted away. You get the highest dose of this medicine by choosing bitter sencha leaves. Regular cheap tea bags strip away all the powerful healing chemicals during processing. Therefore, buying premium bright green powder guarantees much faster shrinking. Movement acts like a multiplier. Eating these proper foods opens the door to shrinking your waistline very quickly. You need specific vigorous exercise to push that toxic sludge completely out forever. But heavy lifting will not target the organ grease. Heavy lifting builds strong muscles. You absolutely must do intense cardiovascular work to burn the deep belly layers. Running or cycling rapidly forces your heart rate up into a magical zone. Therefore, your body furiously hunts for trapped energy to survive. The talk test proves intensity. You should sound slightly out of breath while speaking in full, normal sentences. Just 2 cycling sessions lasting 45 minutes each completely transformed people in studies. But those subjects cut their deadly organ fat in half. Find a routine you love. Doing intense intervals twice a week guarantees you will sweat out the toxins. Dancing or rowing works perfectly if you push your heart sufficiently hard enough. Therefore, picking an enjoyable movement means you will never quit. The scale tells massive lies. You might exercise perfectly while the stupid scale stays locked on one number. People panic when their total body weight refuses to budge even a tiny inch. But massive internal healing happens quietly out of sight. Your cells start accepting energy. Heavy layers of organ grease melt away while you build dense, healthy tissue. Your waist gets visibly smaller even if gravity pulls you down the same. Therefore, you must trust the mirror instead of the scale. Starvation creates pure metabolic damage. Restricting food too harshly triggers a dangerous stress response that locks fat tight. Calorie deficits stop working completely when you drop your daily food intake too low. But smart cardiovascular exercise keeps rewarding you continuously forever. Eat enough to feel alive. Your metabolism crashes instantly if you deny yourselves basic survival nutrient blocks. A tiny calorie drop mixed with colorful plants provides plenty of safe fuel. Therefore, you melt the toxic belly layer without ever suffering. Science proves these methods work. A massive review of over 100 studies revealed something truly mind-blowing. Normal dieting causes total weight loss without specifically grabbing the deadly organ grease. But intense aerobic training attacks that hidden belly fat directly. One cycling study changes everything. Normal adults jumped on stationary bikes for just 2 short sessions every 2 weeks. They pedaled hard enough to breathe heavily for 45 minutes during each workout. Therefore, they destroyed nearly half their organ fat very rapidly. They melted dangerous fat quickly. This dramatic organ fat reduction happened in just 8 weeks without any starvation. Their cells suddenly learned how to process blood sugar efficiently without needing medicine, but their scale weight stayed exactly identical from start to finish. You can repeat these results. Dropping half your toxic internal fat changes how your whole biological system operates. These normal participants simply combined intense breathing exercises with steady chemical plant signals. Therefore, anyone watching this video can replicate their amazing success. You must build a routine. Start your mornings with a giant hot cup of minimally processed bright matcha. This bitter green liquid immediately blocks enzymes from grabbing breakfast fats into circulation. But you must swallow it before eating any heavy food. Add intense movement before lunch. Lace up your running shoes or hop on a bike to sweat heavily. Push your heart rate high enough that speaking full sentences feels slightly difficult. Therefore, your organs will panic and dump their stored grease. Eat a giant, colorful dinner. Fill half your plate with sweet potatoes and thick, dark, leafy spinach leaves. These vivid pigments act like thousands of tiny firemen cooling your internal organs. But you must remain consistent with this colorful vegetable medicine. Keep your calories slightly low. Never starve yourself because your body will refuse to release the trapped toxins. Combining green tea with heavy breathing and vibrant plants creates an unstoppable furnace. Therefore, you will automatically destroy the deep belly fat forever. You possess the fat blueprint. You now know how to combine green catechins with bright vegetables and cycling. Carrots and matcha tea attack the dangerous swelling wrapped around your precious organs, but your intense aerobic movement finally flushes it completely away. Hit the like button now. Clicking like signals your own brain that you take your physical health seriously. You must subscribe today so you never lose this literal roadmap to survival. Therefore, your future self will thank you for acting fast. Share this with a friend. Being the one who delivers this wisdom makes you a literal lifesaver. Sending this video helps someone you love deeply avoid brutal hospital surgeries. But they will never know unless you press share right now. You control your cellular switches. Treat your body like an intelligent machine that only responds to natural chemicals. Stop starving yourself and start feeding your hidden metabolic engine the right codes. Therefore, your organ grease will permanently vanish into thin air. Go eat those carrots this week.